I want to start off by saying I don't think Trump will be reelected. I saw a video online. It's called "What's It Mean for Rule of Law?" I think it was MSNBC. Talking about what's it mean for rule of law if Trump is reelected, and it just got me thinking about how much has changed over my lifetime, my brief 33 years on this planet. Um, if Trump is in the primaries, if we see him up there answering questions and talking and giving belligerent nonsense, and he's not locked up by then, I think we have to revisit the way we view the law in this country. Now, I believe the law is subservient to power, which means a law for the rich, a law for everybody else. Don't believe me? Look at the Epstein case. Get back to me. How does a man convicted on sex crime charges do less time than the man that worked for him, who simply kept the names of people that he was using, he's pimping women, pimping girls out to? How does that happen? How does one guy, how does the butler have do more time than him? I think that ultimately, if Trump is, like I said, if he is on the primaries, if that happens in 2024, we've got to revisit what America represents. You know, over my 33 years, I've seen the fact that now America's not a light of the earth no more. We're not a global force for peace anymore. That isn't even something that's of value. And I think that if you get a president that conducted a pandemic, if you get a president that has said he wants to have his top general hanged by the neck, if he's talked about other people getting prosecuted, talked about he thinks journalists should be put into prison so they can make friends, which is what I've said before. He's indicating rape. That's what that means. He thinks that whistleblowers should be raped. They should go to prison and do with that. If Americans say, yes, we want this again, are we a nation of laws anymore? Or are we a nation of laws for the poor and the marginalized and the rich do what they want? I think that we have to do a reality check here. You know, as I said, we're not a global force for peace anymore. We see that with Ukraine. You see that with the voices calling on ending that support for that. You know, I'm just a person that believes we should keep to reality, not keep to a 400-year-old code of laws. If people don't believe in those laws anymore, then sooner or later we need to think about, does this define us anymore as a country? And if it does, keep it. And if it doesn't, you might have to tweak it a little, might have to alter it. And if Americans say that this is what they want, after the January 6th hearings have come out, after you had the Mueller report, after you had the House bill showing you that the investigative intelligence agencies warned Trump 3 months ahead of COVID, warned him in December COVID was coming, he did nothing. He did nothing. And the people he set up, he didn't even talk to them for 2 months. If Americans look at that and say they want that again, with all the mess going on in the world right now, a possible war with Israel that may become a regional war, all the mess up. If America say they want that again, we got to go back and relook at what is jurisprudence and what does that law book even mean? Because at some point we have to acknowledge Trump has broken every law in the book. He's told you he's going to do it, and he's done it. And regardless of the prosecutions or the convictions or what happens, what have you, we've got to decide on what kind of country we want to have. Because if you don't have the discussion, the decision be made. It'll be made by other people.